Welcome to the music therapy module based on songwriting. My name is Seneca Block. I'm the Lauren Rich Fine Endowed Director of Expressive Therapies. In today's module, we'll be talking about songwriting and really what it is a form of and some concrete tools that you can take away and begin writing your own songs. So I want to start with the why songwriting. So songwriting really is a form of journaling. And it's a way to express your thoughts and feelings, getting things out on a page. And when you do that, it's a way to externalize your emotions, process those experiences, and also it's a way to communicate that with other people. Now, there are many forms of songwriting. Oftentimes, we start with lyric writing. That's just with the words on the page. But there are other forms too that we can utilize, such as lyric substitution. That's where you take a song that may already exist and change the lyrics or words to them. Also a song parody, which is very similar, in which we use the melody and add our own words and verbiage to. Then there's original composition. That's coming up with a completely new melody, your completely new lyrics. And then another really great form of songwriting is a collaborative songwriting process where you actually songwrite with another individual or group of people to see what you come up with. So we're going to start with lyric writing today, and I'll be going through some suggestions, ways to start doing this today, and also give you some examples of songwriters of the past and also some of the songs that our team has written with you all today. So one form of songwriting is called writing from the title. So this is where you come up with the song idea, and we'll talk a little more about this, but it may be a turn of phrase, something you hear that sounds catchy or clever, and you begin writing from that actual title and then fill in the lyrics afterwards. You may also use other songs to model after. As you listen, just raising your awareness and understanding that songwriting is a process, you may start listening to music a little bit differently too. And as you begin to think of your lyrics, we'll also be talking a little bit about how do we generate coupling words to rhyme, and how does that scaffolding work in a song. And then we'll be filling in the content, and I'll be giving you some examples of this. So let's talk a little bit about generating the titles. So again, it's often a phrase that you hear casually. It could be a thought, a concept, a turn of phrase. Great songs really convey universal truths in novel ways. So I have an example here, Bob Dylan, All Along the Watchtower. Now, you may know that song as being performed by Jimi Hendrix, but it was actually originally performed and written by Bob Dylan. And here I have underlined a couple of the word couplings that help the song work. But the lyrics go, there's got to be some kind of way out of here, said the Joker to the thief. There's just too much confusion. I can't get no relief. So you see that the coupling words that rhyme here that sort of hold the song together are thief and relief. And the general concept is saying that there's just so much happening, it's difficult to find time to be relieved. And I think this really conveys it well through this one little passage. So with that said, I just want to share another example. So here's a tune that our team had actually created for all of our UH healthcare workers. As you see, I've gone through and I've underlined all of the rhymers and couplings. So a little bit about couplings. So a coupling are two words that can rhyme together. So for example, we see here, counting on what you do, shoes. They have the same phonetic sound. We also have home, alone, song, strong. We see in our second passage, in, and again, song, strong, song. So this example was something that we created for the system to convey our support for our teammates. And I'll play part of it here for you now. many people counting on what you do. All you heroes are dressed now in scrubs and tennis shoes, in those hospital hallways, protecting those at home. You're saving us all now, but you're not alone. This is your song for every nurse who is carrying on, and every doctor who's standing strong, for all our friends who are holding on. This is your song. So that's just a small sample of an example of an original song written by our team. And again, this sort of outlines a lot of the different ideas of, one, writing from the title. This is your song, which is referenced throughout the tune. And then also using the couplings to sort of hold the tune together as a scaffolding. And as you see in the second verse that I didn't share or play, again, words don't necessarily have to be perfect rhymes. They can be imperfect. So for example, in your love is a warm light that's holding us in. As these hearts grow darker, the sun will shine again. So in and again aren't necessarily perfect rhymes, but it sort of works because they're what's known as an imperfect rhyme. It means it's kind of in the general ballpark. So I just want to thank you for joining in for this module and just give you a couple of quick tips on how you can get started today. So one way is just to get a journal and start your own process. This could be something really simple that you pick up in any store, or even it could just be a notepad, but really a way for you just to start writing and start trying this process. The other thing you can do is keep a song title note in your phone. So I know many of us may have a smartphone where you could just open up your note section, and when you hear a catchphrase or something that sounds like interesting, or you think to yourself, hey, that could be a really great song, you could actually keep that title and have a running list of titles that you could use as sort of sparks of inspiration for you in the future. And then just spend a few moments reflecting on song lyrics that you are already listening to. Start to raise your awareness of the lyrics and the content and the music you're listening to. And you may notice that, oh, hey, I really like the way these two words rhyme. There's something about that. And you can make notes to yourself and use those yourself in your own songwriting. And, one of the biggest pieces I'll say is, just write, don't judge yourself. Just start writing something out, see what comes out, and then you can work on it, you can rewrite, redevelop. But it's really about enjoying the process and knowing that songwriting, again, is a really great form of just expressing yourself, getting that out on paper, externalizing it, and then also having it as a way that you can just, reconceptualize your own thoughts and feelings. I want to take this moment just to thank you for joining this music therapy module. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to our expressive therapies department or anyone else here at Connor Whole Health. Thank you all so much.